all you have to do.
I mean, you can see it, but I mean, I don't know what the settings are.
Yeah, no, I do, because like I said, I freaking, dude, I did so much research on all of this shit, dude. Like, trust me, I actually know now of like color range, color space, um, fucking bit rates, everything. Like, dude, it's crazy now that I've researched. Like, I mean, I'm not talking about the actual like stupid YouTube videos of people thinking what they know. I'm talking about like the actual like base of it all. And I'm like, oh my god, there's so much more that go into video, and it's not even funny.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, any of the settings on this shit, like it's not even gonna matter if I'm using OBS, because only if I'm using this capture program will it make a difference.
No, because it takes drive. No, and a lot of people think that with the Elgato too. Everybody's like, that doesn't really matter. I'm like, yeah, it definitely does matter, because this is taking control of your capture. It's not taking control. What it does, your card, it's using your card, and all the stock settings that you set in there. Especially the biggest one that a lot of people take the misconception is the quality slider, which basically is how much bit rate you're running on your interface. So what happened is, and I'll tell you the big mistake with Elgato users, they put it as the slider basically has a thing that says good, better, and best, and they all just put it to best because they think that's the best picture. And I'm like, you're not throwing 20 megabits at a stream. I mean, if you could throw fucking 20,000 kilobits, yeah, it would look right, but you're not throwing that much. And that's what most people will do. Like, you ever go to a person's stream where it pixelates the fuck out of, dude? It looks good when they're standing still, but it pixelates the shit when they move.
Yep.
And that's why, because they have that slider. Like I said, it's on best, and they're only throwing like 2,500 or 3,000 or something at their stream. And I'm like, you're not throwing 20,000 fucking kbps at it. You know what I mean?
So I should just put.
All right, so
and 14
no settings.
megabytes.
You gotta go to your settings. No. You want to basically make it as close as you can to match whatever you're going to throw at your stream. Now, go back to capture real quick. Full video. Hold on, let me look at those settings real quick. Okay, so it says use hardware accelerator. Yeah, hardware acceleration is pretty much your video card. That's what hardware accelerator is. So, okay, audio in, HDMI mic. Okay, yeah, you want to set the video quality down to match as close as you can get down to what you want to throw at your stream. So, I would say just slide all the way to the left.
No, that's negative.
Because,
that's a negative number.
Okay, then basically you want to match with how much you're going to throw at it. So what are you throwing? Okay, yeah. So what are you throwing at a stream? Like, what is, like, 1 meg is equivalent to 1,000. So, like I said, you're throwing what, 4,000 at it, or 3,500, or what was it?
32.
32. If you're gonna run 50 frames, I would say you want a minimum of 3,500. Okay, so go to settings now, or go to advanced real quick. I want to see what's in advanced. Okay, video encoder. Okay, input, output resolution, video scaler. Okay, don't worry about that, because OBS will actually take... No, wait a minute. Let me take that back. Switch the output resolution to, like I said, match. Or wait a minute. No. Never mind. That's all... Yeah, just match to the source. Go to video encoder. My bad. Go to video encoder. That should actually take... Hey, OBS should take control of those. No, go back into advanced again, then just keep going down. Let me just look at all those other ones. Now, let me take this. When you record that slider, you want to go match it back up with whatever you're wanting to use. Like, if you're going to use CBR in 20,000, that's when you move the slider back up and shit. Profile is high. Profile is high is fine. The level is going to be 4.1. Just switch it to 4.1 for profile level. For latency, keep it as medium. Even though these settings probably won't matter for this, like for this, we'll switch it up in the other. Yeah, 4.1 is going to be for the profile. Latency, low latency, just set the medium because low latency is not a really good thing to use, in my opinion.
It's it's good in Mixer. Works really good.
Okay, go to video, go to Okay, you're good. Just press OK on those and you're good to go. But at least you got the bit rate, the video quality match now. That will actually help out quite a bit. Now go over to settings. I want to see what those were again.
Settings is basically like where I want the videos and pictures to be directed.
Okay, yeah, it's the same like Elgato, but it's basically a little bit different. It's okay, never mind it then. Go back to capture one more time, and let me make sure there's nothing else in there. Okay. Yep, you're good. You're good. Just press OK and close out of that. You're good to go. You use custom brightness and stuff like that?
No, I haven't messed with it.
Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, did you deactivate your actually? We're not showing. Go to OBS settings real quick. You can just press it underneath the studio mode instead of having to go to file and stuff and press settings right above exit.
Yeah,
You can do either one. Okay, go to output. Like I said, X264 is actually a better encoder in my opinion. So, profile switch to high whenever you get done, because Twitch uses. It used to be where main was their main one. Like you could run high, but everybody can, everybody can decode high. Trust me. The profile will be high, tune to be none. Okay, so the other thing too, you want to use a custom buffer size, same as your bit rate. I keep that as none. So press apply. Yeah, whenever you use a custom buffer, just use 3500, and that a way to keep it same. The same thing that I use with NVEC. I use the same with to keep it ranged in. Go to audio now. All right, now with this, you want to go open your problem is you won't be able to switch it yet, but if you're going to use I would use 48K because it's just like I said, I mean 44.1 and 40 and 48 aren't really too much different, but 48 would be a little bit better. It'd be a little bit better in a way to where the sound it'll sync better. 4800K syncs better because it's a little more. I don't remember what it was, occasionally, but anyhow, but you need to switch. When you switch that, you want to go switch your desktop audio because it's using that the 40. Basically, it's going to be 48 kilohertz, 16-bit. Okay. Your computer, I think by default is at 48. No, it should be at 48 kilohertz at 24-bit. That's what your default. But you have to go look at it really quickly. Like go into your. You basically right click on your little bitty speaker on your bottom of your desktop, and you go into playback devices, and then you go to properties on the sound card itself, and you want to switch. I'll tell you, yeah, basically you want to go to playback devices, and then you want to double click on speakers, your high definition audio speakers. and then you want to go to advanced.
Yeah, but
And in advanced, it should be
are
there.
you sure about this? Because I don't even use this shit.
Yeah. Well, no, it syncs in when you use OBS. It's basically taking control of your sound card. So you want to match 16-bit,
But speakers,
48K.
you know, I use a fucking pair of headsets for my speakers.
Well, like I said, what are you talking about?
I don't have actual speakers.
But yeah, you still have you still have it running. That's what I'm saying. It's still using your desktop audio, right?
Um, I guess so.
Yeah, so you want to switch it to 16-bit 48K to match OBS's 48K when you switch it to 48K. Otherwise, you have a you
There
haven't
is no
you have a
16-bit 48K though. There's only 24-bit 48K.
No, there's 16-bit DVD quality right there, 48K, right below 44.1.
Oh,
See it?
yeah.
Then you hit apply, and then OBS you switch that to 48K. Yeah, you'll have to basically, and like when you close OBS, you have to reopen it, and it'll take it back. But you'll switch those in OBS too, to 48K. Yeah, just press yes. It's fine. Yes, okay, and then okay. And there we go. Now go to video.
I just stopped it and restarted it.
Well, yeah, you actually have to. You'll actually have to close OBS and reopen it again.
I can't just stop it.
Yeah. You can close your audio card. Wait, basically, that's done now. Now you have it matched to 48K. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is go to video. Okay, so what you're gonna do is change the common FPS value to integer, and you take it up to 50. Now, here's the thing: you're gonna have to play with your preset quality though a little bit to figure out what's going to run smooth, because it's going to definitely ramp a lot more processor usage. So you have to plan to play around with it a little bit to see what is a balance. But the other thing is to go into basically, instead of using bicubic, I'd use Lagrange's too. It's a little bit sharper, gives it a little bit sharper image. Uses 32 samples versus 16 samples. 16 samples, 32 samples. It's not a humongous difference, but 32 will look a little more crisper. Now go to advanced. But yeah, that's what you're going to do. Instead of using a common FPS value, you're going to change that to integer, and then you're going to integer it up to 50 frames.
Yep.
And then go to advanced. All right, so basically for this, you're going to use rec color space 709. Okay, 709 contains a spectrum of 601.
Yeah, you know
but
the
also
thing is
with
I changed
extra.
these settings before, and it made it look like shit. And on top of that, it ran like shit.
Did you change it in your video card too? Because okay, so here's how you have to match these. So go back, press OK on that. You basically change when you change the Rec 709, you've got to change it on your other properties too. So go back to your stream, or basically your video card. I mean, your video capture device, and right click on it on OBS. No, not in start. What I'm talking about is OBS.
Wait, what do you want me to do?
in OBS itself, like right click on on the sources on OBS. You see what I mean? And then go to your stream, where your stream would be, and then go to whatever you use for your video capture device, which is going to be your HP whatever.
It's on 709 here.
Okay, just okay. So what's all the prop? I can't see it because I forgot it. Like when you switch that. So, um, at like basically cancel out your or basically press the little eye. You see the little eye next to your video capture or whatever next to your video capture, whatever you named it. See the little eye. Just press the eye and open another and add another display capture. You can remove it after I'm done. Okay, just add another display capture real quick for that one. Whenever you press the little eye thing. Okay. Well, no. You can go, you have to add it in your stream. You have to add it in your stream. Basically, just add it in your stream, in your stream sources. But you're just gonna press. What's that?
I got it.
Okay, there we go. Now go to configure video real quick. Let me see. Okay, so that dude, you're in there. So device default, mashup, yes, 709 partial. Go to configure video really quick.
It doesn't do anything when I click on it.
Doesn't? Should. Huh.
Left click, right click, left click, right click. See how I'm doing this shit.
Anyhow, you want to run 709 if you're going to match 709 with that, or you have a color like basically you want to set your video card to 709 and then you want to set the advanced settings to 709 and that sets the colors right.
Mhm.
Partial's fine. You're playing on standard, right? Like standard?
What do you mean standard?
Like what I mean is like for your video output. That's what partial and full means. If you're playing on PC, RGB is full and partial is standard, but if you're playing from a TV, you want to keep it on standard. But also you'd have to know in calibration to actually know if it can run a 0 to 255 white and black though. But I mean, standard can run both regardless. I would just keep it at standard. It's easier. So basically that's partial. What do you have your Xbox set to?
I don't know. I just know that the settings that I used before were really shitty, so that's why I picked these ones.
No, just go back real quick because I can see it in your stream view. Anyways, just press your Xbox button, go to video output, and let me see what you have in there.
I'm telling you, dude, the display was shitty. That's why I didn't pick it. Like I don't want to go through all that again.
Okay, then I guess you can keep the mismatch, but that's fine. But go back in, go into your Xbox setting real quick. Go to video output, and I'll tell you what those mean. Okay.
Very nice. Now I don't have an image.
What are you talking about? Just remove and re-add your card then again. Did you remove it out of the other scene? Roma, you there? Roma, are you alive? Hello, my friend. Roma? No.
I unplugged and replugged
Live?
it. Nothing up.
No. What you want to do is that you delete it out of your other scene, your capture card.
I switched scenes.
No, but but it still runs in the background. That's what you need to do is remove that. Unless you check mark deactivate while not in use, you can't pop another one in because you only have one card, one capture device.
What I'm telling you is no matter what I select, the game doesn't come up.
Well, yeah, it's because it's in your other scene. You need to delete the source out of your other scene. Like basically go back.
That doesn't make a difference because I copied it. I can have multiple scenes with the same image.
Not a capture card though.
What? Yes, I can.
Not a capture card.
Yes, I can.
No.
Yes,
like I said,
in OBS, I have 10 scenes that have the same image, the same capture card. Yes, I do.
Why would you do that? Because that just runs processor usage that's unneeded.
Because there's multiple scenes that I do different things with.
Yeah. Well, do you check mark the thing where it says deactivate the card when not in use?
No. Why would I do that?
Yeah, you definitely want to check mark that if you're going to use that for multiple scenes.
The point being, I restarted it and there's still no image.
Well, no, go to the one that has the scene that you added that other one in real quick.
There is no scene anymore. There is no scene.
Okay, then just remove your card real quick and re-add it.
I did that.
Here, go to a display capture real quick, and I'll tell you what to do. Okay, so, alright, so those are all your scenes, right? Like for each different one. Alright, go try to add your card real quick, and let me see what happens.
I don't even see it anymore. It's not even on there.
It's video capture device. You're not using a game capture. Game capture is for
what I'm telling you, I have a very specific name for it. So and it's not in any of these.
Yeah, well, it won't be the name until you name it. That's what I'm saying.
I've already named it.
No, it won't be in there. You have to add it. Go to video capture device.
I've already added it. No, it's in there. I'm telling you. Look at all these images. Like it says, like image 2 right here. Send cal stream GIF. There's like image 1, image 2, image 3, image 4, image 7, image 8, CAS by, and there's move 2 because I have named every single fucking image that I've put in here.
Okay, so it's in your sources. Now go down.
I'm telling you that.
No, just real quick, add a dummy one real quick, and I'll show you what I mean.
What do you mean a dummy one? Explain to me what's a dummy one. Because
just add a video capture device.
Have you used OBS before?
Yeah, just add a video capture device real quick, and let's see if it comes up.
Tell me where it says video capture device. I'm just getting a little frustrated because I've been streaming fine.
Right there above Windows Capture. Like at the very, very bottom of the source, you see where it says Windows Capture, and that says Video Capture Device.
Now, it's on. Look, it's the only thing on.
Okay, now you gotta press OK. now what are you talking about now? Like you found it. That's what you add your video card with, or your HP, what your HPR, or HPV, or whatever you're using. And then in sources, to put the thing above that, you just basically move up or down, or what you want to have in front or in back.
Look at the only thing that's open. PVR is the only thing open right now. You tell me. You're the one messing with the settings. I'm just getting frustrated. I just want to play games.
That is your capture device. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That is your that's what I'm saying. That's
I know what
saying.
it is, but look at the black screen. I mean, you tell me, where's the image?
Did you like what's it telling you?
What do you mean? What does it tell me? It's telling me it's a fucking black screen.
When you added the video capture device, did you pick your card? Because there's like if you have a camera or a freaking webcam, it'll pick that too. Then
This is named
that's what I'm
specifically
saying.
for the device.
Okay, now go to properties on it. Because it's more than just like I said. It could have switched to another device real quick. So just right click on it, go to properties, and look at
what
it.
the device is.
HP home capture device default. Go back to your main scene real quick.
What do you mean main scene? My main screen right here. There ain't shit.
Display capture PPRV. Okay, now in that source, what's all there? Here's the BRB back. You might just need to close it and resync it again. That's probably what it just needs real quick.
I've closed the application and I've closed the PVR.
No, what I'm saying is stuff stream, close OBS, reopen it, and let's. All right, so reopen it. What you get?
A black screen.
All right, what you got? On your main scene?
Mm-hmm.
All right, try unplugging the freaking HDMI cable from your card real quick, plugging it back up. Because like I said, sometimes, I've had the same problem you had before, and I had to
let me tell you.
Just basic.
I didn't have a problem. You understand what I'm saying?
Makes no sense though. Adding your card to another scene really quick, and then that's it. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why your card went on sync like that. Like I could understand. Like that's what I was saying because I didn't know you use it for multiple scenes. But I'm surprised. The more thing I'm surprised about when you're using multiple scenes is, like I said, I'm surprised that you're not especially since you don't have deactivate when not showing checkmarked. I'm amazed at how you're able to still run that preset. In all honesty, that makes no sense because that's what I'm saying. It stays dormant. Like, okay, here's an example. When you switch back to a BRB scene, you know what I mean? Okay, and then you switch back to your main scene. You know how it doesn't take time to resync and come back up. That's because it's still dormant when you run a BRB scene. And that would go for multiple scenes. You see what I mean?
No. Don't. Because anytime I click a scene, it just goes straight to it.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the whole sense of it. But what I mean is I'm actually kind of surprised that your card doesn't run in those backgrounds. Like, here's an example. It'd be the same way if I put up a follower alert and had one a follow alert on my BRB page and say like someone followed, it would actually have a double tap thing where both would come up unless I shut down the other one when not using. You see what I mean?
Just the way OBS works. Depending on what screen you're on at the moment, they won't both pop up.
No, no, they will. Like in your source wise, depending on what you add. Like, so if you add a browser source, okay,
Yeah, if you
and
add
you
it to
added the browser
multiple
source,
scenes, the only scene that it's gonna pop up on is the current one, the one that's being
they
displayed.
only wanted to pop up, but the sound will actually play back on all of them. So, like, say someone follows, you have your whatever you wanted for your follow alert, and then say another one, like your other one will actually be behind on it, so it'll double play it pretty much, but it'll be at the same time kinda.
Yeah,
But
but
sometimes it won't be exactly.
if you only have it on your main one, then it wouldn't make a difference, and that's where I only have that type.
Yeah,
of
if you only have it on your main one, yes, agreed. But it would go the same way for a capture card. So if you had multiple scenes that you wanted to use, like say you had another layout and another layout and another layout and all in different scenes, that's where you want to check mark it. Okay, so when you go to properties, you want to check mark it deactivate when not using, and that means
Well,
you're not using
first
whenever
of
you
all,
switch scenes.
I need to get my fucking game back on here before I do any of that shit.
Okay, just try this real quick. Unplug the HDMI cable from the capture card and plug it back in,
Which one?
or unplug it for like five. Just any side doesn't matter. I would
It
just
does matter
unplug
actually.
it. That
No, because this PVR is very specific. And let me
Really?
tell you, yeah, and the way I have my shit set up, I don't want to have to rip down this whole fucking thing because I have a big ass entertainment center in the way.
Okay, try real quick. Just try try just doing a dummy scene real quick, or basically stay on that same scene again, and instead of trying to add a scene with your capture card, just add the video capture device alone. Okay, add it alone, pick it, and see what it does. Or basically, instead of trying to add a whole picture background and scene with it, just like I said, pick the capture card alone. So if you had like nothing else except the card up.
Yep, nothing.
Okay.
There it goes.
Try going to.
I have to switch all this fucking shit now.
Oh, there you go. It's back up. See, I told you it got back up. That's all you needed to do. Did you see it pop back up?
Yeah.
So is that what you did, like what I said, or what happened?
It's just I just have to redo everything. All my scenes.
Why do you have to redo all your scenes? It's like the only thing you're missing is the capture device.
Yeah, but I have to redo it all because it doesn't show
You,
up.
you have Snap in enabled, right? You can just add a capture device and snap it in there. Like that's probably the easiest thing out of all. Like versus like the scene that'd be it. You know what I mean? There you go. Just have to move it, or you just have to scale it now to snap in.
But what
If you wanted to ever
saying-
use another
yeah,
scene.
but what I'm saying is, I have to do it for every single scene now.
How many scenes do you use?
I have multiple scenes. And I have to redo it for every scene.
Like are you talking like you have like 20, 30 different scenes or layouts? It ain't that bad. I mean, like I said, it's just like you got to do a sniper capture card in.
Yeah, but the point is that I don't want to have to do this shit.
Oh, but this time, like I said, just to activate each scene. So what you want to do is basically right click on your properties again where your capture card comes up and just deactivate when that's showing for the other scenes you're not using. That's what I'm trying to say. Because that'll save you a shit ton of resources in the back end. Because when you switch scenes, then it'll resync the card real quick instead of just popping back up. Because like I said, it uses. What I've seen is when you double, it should still be running. Like I guess I don't know. Let me open a real. Okay, hold on. Let me go test this myself on my own real quickly. Okay, so I'll be right back, and I'm gonna go test this. See if this actually runs in the background to let you know. So this is my main, this is my BRB, this is my other scene here. So let me add another card, another scene, dummy scene. Let me go ahead. Card, capture device, Shadow HD60, and apply. Let me see what this does. Okay, that's up. Okay, I know what happened now. Okay, that totally explains why that was a black screen. Okay, now I understand. So, yeah, okay, so that totally explains it now. Basically, yes, you can add. Okay, so let me explain what happened. So yes, you can add your capture card in multiple scenes, but I wouldn't. Okay, so get this. I wouldn't add capture card in every scene, and here's why. Because that's why exactly it went black. Because it's trying to basically, if it was able to run the scene in another scene the same way, because it's actually deactivating itself. So when you switch scene, it does deactivate it. If you add to another scene, because I'm getting the same thing. Okay, so basically, here's the example. I opened the dummy scene in scenes, okay, and put my capture card up, and went back to my main scene, which has my layout, and the capture card is okay. So basically, it says the capture card is still here, but it's a black screen because it's in the other scene now. So if I delete the scene, so let me delete this real quick, see what happens. Okay, and that's basically why it went black, because when you added that, when you copied that to the other one, basically what you had to do, yeah, you basically have to, retarded, you want to remove the capture card that you already have in there, or basically the dummy one that was named. So I actually have to do the same thing you do now that you're having to do. Because I added it into another scene really quick, and then re-add my capture card now to my layout one. Okay, so gotta add the card back again. Come on. There we go. Down. Okay. And there we go, it's back up. Okay. So now I know what happened. I just need to resize it. Okay, and it's back up. Okay, so that's what happened. Okay, now it's resized back up. So yeah, in general, now that I know how that happens, I wouldn't add the capture card to every scene. And what I would do is when you switch scene is keep your main one, whatever layout you use the most, deactivated, or check mark to deactivate when not in use, or just delete the whole capture card in that scene and then add it to another one. Or what happens is it gets confused. That's recommendation because I just like I said I just opened OBS myself and did exactly what you did, and that's exactly what it does. Or did you hear me, Roma?
Yeah, I'm listening.
But either way, your cap card now matches the video quality, matches your bit rate regardless. So that's good now. Is that you have 3500 match with 3.5 megs.
I don't know if it makes a difference as far as quality though.
You won't see it in quality wise. What happens is when you're in motion completely, there won't be like the pixelation probably is none. You know what I mean? Like there won't be any like pixels going outside or whatever like that. Like there'll be a little bit because you're playing in 1080. Like, are you playing in 720p or 1080p on your Xbox One?
720.
Yeah, I mean you can actually do either because you have a base canvas resolution of 1080 of 1080. Like which one do you prefer better, 1080p or 720p?
What do you mean?
What do you prefer playing in?
I play in 1080.
Okay, so your Xbox is set to 1080, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. As long as you have a base canvas resolution of 1080, you can, and then your output can be 720. Like you're gonna have, regardless, a little bit of pixelation in that. Like everybody, or it's basically gonna be a little bit degraded quality, just because like that's the whole thing. Like unless you matched it with what you're playing in. So if you played in your Xbox One 720, yeah, it'll look better. But I don't even do that either because I hate playing in 720p because everything's fucked. Like it's not that it's fucked up. It's just that like you have to redo, like especially FPS games, you got to redo all your sensitivity. You got to redo, or you got to find out the reticule is a little bit bigger, so you have to figure out like you know what I mean. It's just harder to recalibrate everything. And then yeah, like I said, you could take out like you have 3500 sufficient for 50 frames. So if you wanted to do integer, you could try integer and then do 50 frames, and then you have to play around with your quality preset or basically X264 preset in your stream to figure out what doesn't overload the encoder. What preset you have now? Like faster, fast. What's it ramp at when you try 50 frames?
I haven't tried 50 frames yet.
Yeah, give it